It's the body camera video making national news. A Buckeye police officer traumatizing a 14-year-old boy with autism who he mistakes for a drug user. We broke the story, then exposed holes in Buckeye PD's initial version of the events.
Now ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing has obtained inside information about the officer involved, and you may find some of this pretty troubling. It's a story you won't see anywhere else.
Officer David Grossman is an 8-year veteran and top DUI cop who's racked up a lot of awards and glowing reviews in recent years, even winning Buckeye's Officer of the Year in 2014. Now that's the good, but inside Grossman's personnel file, there have also been patterns of behavior so concerning, fellow officers once questioned his fitness for the job.
What's going on?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Good.
What are you doing?
I'm skimming.
What?
How are you doing with this?
What is that? Stop walking away from me.
It's a stream.
Ever since Officer David Grossman walked up on this autistic teen in the park, Buckeye police have fully backed their officer.
It just happened so fast.
I'm okay.
And the officer had to make that split-second decision.
But to 14-year-old Connor Leibel's mom, none of what happened to her son or Buckeye's answers make much sense.
Just repeating that it just happened so fast, it just happened so fast. Why did it happen so fast? It was unnecessary to happen that fast.
It's also a puzzling response from Buckeye, considering that several times in Grossman's past, his own department says he needs to take a step back, gets too ahead of himself, and like he's accused in this case, overreacting.
He's fighting with me. What's going on? Do you know him? Okay.
But those aren't the most concerning findings in his file. In this extensive 2011 Performance Improvement Plan, it criticizes Grossman for repeatedly failing to act, in essence, cowardice. In one case, as Buckeye police assist in a pursuit, the suspect shoots at a fellow officer out deploying stop sticks. Once the shots start flying, officers see Grossman driving away from the action. In another case, a team of officers enter a home to arrest a wanted felon. Officer Grossman goes behind the house to watch the back door. But when officers say the suspect runs out the back door, Grossman claims no one came out. But a search shows the suspect went over a back wall and landed in a neighbor's yard, where there were fresh footprints in the mud. In a third incident, Grossman is one of 4 officers to respond to a domestic disturbance. While the other officers deal with a female armed with 2 machetes, Grossman is observed running from the incident around the corner. Grossman's actions so concerning that a supervisor wrote, "I'm worried that Grossman's situational awareness may not be adequate enough for the rigors of law enforcement."
Have you dealt with him before?
In the body camera video at the park, it seems Grossman's fellow officers don't seem surprised by what happened with the boy. You can see this blurred officer shaking his head as Grossman walks up.
What? I'm so wrong.
Break you in half.
Huh?
Break you in half.
And in a similar incident to this one, Grossman's had another problematic run-in with a different boy before. At another park, Grossman grabbed another teen he claimed was running away and wrestled him to the ground before spraying a chemical agent in the boy's face. After, the department found Grossman couldn't justify his actions, which were unacceptable and unconstitutional.
We're very much advocates of law enforcement. They should all be proud to put on the badge. This one individual is where I think there's some fault.
Now, since this happened, multiple officers inside Buckeye Police have asked me to apologize privately to the family on their behalf. They're embarrassed by what happened and how their department has responded to it. So what does Buckeye and Officer Grossman have to say about all of this? Well, we asked, but since the family's hired an attorney, they say they don't want to talk about it. In the newsroom, I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Now, you can watch all of Dave's reporting on this story online. Just go to abc15.com/investigators.
Here's a look